Guys, did you see my intro? Because I want to address some of my toxic traits that have contributed to building me up. Some have contributed to breaking me down. Understand that that is actually part of the package of my toxic traits. To say it's not easy for me to ask help from people because I'm still healing from, people pleasing and being an enabler, right? I refuse to stay down. I refuse to give up on myself. Literally, my stubbornness has gotten me through a lot of things. Because of my stubbornness in my faith in God, I do believe that I am where I am today because of my stubbornness. And that is one of my toxic traits because that has so much to do with my level of patience, to say I am not a very patient person. You can literally take advantage of me if you want, Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Perseverance Maremeni, also known as Madam Speaker, also known as the CEO of Self Love. If you're joining in for the first time, welcome to the family. Please hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you're returning, thank you so much for the continuous love and support that you are showing me. Guys, did you see my intro? You saw it? Tell me what you think about it, because I want to address some of my toxic traits that have contributed to building me up. Some have contributed to breaking me down, all right? So with these toxic traits that I want to address, hey, I'm still undecided on what to make of them, but hopefully you guys will leave a comment in the comment section down below and tell me what you think about my toxic traits, all right? So number one, I am the queen of DIY. So I did this intro myself, and there's a lot of things that I feel like, if I was allowing other people to actually help me, I was gonna move quicker, right, in me getting them. But because I'm one person who's really good with a lot of things, I'm good with my hands, I'm artistic, basically, I'm able to do a lot of things. For those who know me from like way back, I can cook, I can sing, I can sew, I can make clay pots, like literally when you're an artist, you're just an artist, and makeup. At some point, I used to be a makeup artist, but I just dropped it because people didn't want to pay, and I can't be using like expensive products like your Estee Lauder and whatnot, and people want to pay $150. Like, that's a joke, So I decided to let go of that. But then basically what I'm trying to say is that as a DIY girl, you want to do things yourself. And sometimes you will ask people to help you. And when these people don't want to help you, you end up doing things yourself because they're not doing it fast enough. And that is one of my toxic traits because that has so much to do with my level of patience, to say I am not a very patient person. And the thing is, the reason why I feel like sometimes I lose patience with people is because I'm a very good communicator, And when I communicate with people and I say, will you be able to help me with this? And also, it's not an easy thing for me to ask for people to help me, all right? I need you to understand that that is actually part of the package of my toxic traits. To say it's not easy for me to ask help from people because I'm still healing from, people pleasing and being an enabler, right? So I don't mind people actually taking from me, but at the same time, I have a problem with asking from the very same people that were taking from me, right? I'm still healing from all of that. So at the same time, if it's going to be very difficult for me to ask for help, if I ask for help from you and I'm going to be paying and you underestimate me because you look at me, you see a woman, you see somebody who has no idea what the hell they're doing. And honestly speaking, regarding my whole YouTube life and social media, I'm quite new. I'm actually thinking that I should do a vlog when we go for our next YouTube event where I'm going to be asking people, how old is your channel? Because I'm hoping that I'm going to be at least the second last born. I'm not going to be the last born anymore because the last time I checked, I was like the new kid in the block. That's not nice. I'm too old to be the new kid in the block. So I'm on a mission to find the new kid in the block so that I can officially hand over the Mafiki Zolo t-shirt to that person, right? So back to the topic. So because I am one person who finds it very difficult to ask for help, when I ask you to help me and I'm going to pay you, I have a problem with people who actually try to take advantage of me when they realize that I have no idea what I'm asking you to help me about, So I always make it a point that I get to learn certain things because I want to do them a certain way. And sometimes when I say, please help me with this, and people just give me runarounds, I want to do it myself. And also when I want to hire people to do things for me, they should be able to do things that I already am familiar with so that they don't dribble me. You get what I mean? So because of that trait, it actually affects me in a negative way sometimes, because that means that I overload myself with work. That means that sometimes it's not going to be difficult for me to do certain things, but slowly but surely I'm learning how to delegate and just, give people tasks, to do things on my behalf. And I think I've managed to successfully do that with my clothing brand. I am like independent of running that brand in terms of just the inquiries and engaging with the clientele and all that stuff. I have somebody who does that for me. Like, a lot of work is not being done by me. So I'm glad and I'm happy. And I think the reason why it was so easy for me to do that is because I'm doing it with people that I actually love, people that are very close to my heart, people that I actually trust. Because I think that's where another toxic trait comes in, which is having trust issues, And the reason why I have trust issues is because once you get closer to me, I get this a lot. I know it's unbelievable when you watch me over the phone or over your TV. You'll be like, oh, this one is tough, you can't mess with this one. But let me tell you something. When you come closer to me, you'll realize that, oh, this one is just a marshmallow and she's harmless and you can literally take advantage of me if you want, So once people see that side of me, they try to take advantage of me. And that's where I want to build now a wall and protect myself from such people. And that makes it even more difficult for me to ask for help when I need help or delegate. And also, if I say I'm going to pay you and I trust you and I pay you to do something for me and you drag your feet when it's time for you to do the work, that actually pisses me off, So I usually ask people to do things for me, and if they fail to do them, I do them myself. So basically, even this intro that I did, I've been meaning to get an intro and I've been asking people to help me. And people drag their feet and others just want to take advantage of you. Like, people will be charging you ridiculous amounts of money to just do a simple thing, which you can do with your smartphone, because I did it with my smartphone, And I'm not saying it's the best intro, but it's my first intro. And yeah, that's just one of my toxic traits, me wanting to do things myself, because when I ask people if they're too slow to respond to it, then I feel like they're wasting my time and they're underestimating me and they're not taking me seriously. So I end up doing things myself. Actually, that also contributed to me ending one of my friendships. That's a story for another day, though. I'll tell you some other time, not even this year. Okay, maybe this year, maybe the end of this year. Yeah, but I've managed to successfully end a friendship, a very lengthy friendship, because of something along those lines. All right. And another thing now is me being stubborn. Oh my gosh, I don't know if there's anybody on the face of the earth who is as stubborn as I am, right? And there is the upside and the downside of me being stubborn, which makes it quite difficult for me to know whether I should be proud or not be proud of the fact that I'm actually a stubborn girl, because I would like to believe that a lot of things that I've overcome in my life, I overcame them because of my stubbornness, because I literally am one of those people that would say, listen, I'm not going down. I'm not going to die. I'm not going to be stressed and go to the hospital and be admitted. I refuse to die because of somebody else. I am going to die when it's time for me to die, and it should have absolutely nothing to do with somebody else. I refuse to stay down. I refuse to give up on myself. Literally, my stubbornness has gotten me through a lot of things. I'm a hardworking girl. That's one thing I must tell you right now. And the reason why I work so hard is because of my stubbornness, because I always say, I refuse to be poor. I refuse to be lazy. So because of that stubbornness, I always succeed in those areas, right? And also another thing with me being stubborn, I'm also very stubborn in terms of me loving people. If I say I love you, I love you. I don't care how many times people are going to come to me and tell me all these negative things about you. But if my heart says it loves you, it loves you. But at the same time, if my heart says it is done with you. And also in me being stubborn, I kind of contribute towards destroying some of the things that I built with my own hands. And sometimes, I feel like these things really do deserve to be destroyed. They don't have to be standing strong forever. And I always say, back in the day when I was doing Q&A about my divorce, the reason why I got divorced and this and that, and somebody was asking me that, why did you get divorced? And I was like, no, I refuse to forgive. you know, the way I've been stubborn for years, stubborn to not let go of my marriage. At that point when the divorce now started happening, I just became stubborn and said, I don't want to forgive, because me forgiving right now, I feel like it's compromising my health, it's compromising myself, it's compromising my kids, so I am not going to forgive. And I stuck it out until the end. So that is where my stubbornness now becomes a problem, in the sense that it destroys, but at the same time, what it then rebuilds after the destruction is totally worth it, you know. Would I change anything, you know, in terms of me not being stubborn and refusing to forgive? Absolutely not. I'm so glad I actually refused to forgive, because I would not be as liberated and free and healed and happy as I am right now, you know. So me being stubborn as well, sometimes I get stubborn to a point where I can't even be corrected, and that's not a good thing. But also with me being corrected, I remember a couple of days ago I was having like a fight. You know me, a fight breaks down right now, but only on social media. In real life, I can't fight, guys. Don't even try to fight me in real life. I only fight you on social media. When you come for me, then I come for you. So I was fighting with somebody on social media who was saying, you know, you should be focusing on your women's conferences and leave all these other things. I'm like, no, bruh, you don't get to tell me what to do. You know, you don't get to tell me what to do. There are people who can actually tell me what to do, and those people will tell me what to do. As for you, because I don't even know who you are, you don't get to tell me what to do. So I'm very stubborn in that regard, to say, before I take advice from people, who are you? You know, and it's quite different to what I usually do on a daily basis, because I got some people who are saying to me, but then you give advice on a daily basis. No, guys, I don't come to an individual and say, listen here, you individual that is watching this video, you are going to do this, this, and that. No, I put my opinion out there. It's like literally in the air, and anybody who decides to grab that opinion and makes it their reality, they did that on their own accord. They still have that deciding factor whether they want to take what I say or not. But with other people who are coming to me directly and saying, you Perseverance, what you should be doing, that's not gonna work with me. So yeah, that's basically me being stubborn in that regard. Other area. Oh yeah, I'm also very stubborn in my faith, you know, because honestly speaking, with everything that I've been through, with the church hurt that I've been through, and just me feeling like God has, you know, left me or forsaken me, I feel like by now I should have turned my back on my faith and just be for the streets, you know, not in a bad way. I mean for the streets as in maybe I should have found other things to believe in, other things to worship, other things to focus on. But because of my stubbornness in my faith in God, I do believe that I am where I am today because of my stubbornness. So yeah, but you know, the way that I just explained it now, I don't think I have explained really in detail the bad side of me being stubborn. Because in most cases, people who have a problem with my stubbornness are people who want to benefit from me not being stubborn. So yeah, so basically that is all from my side with some of the toxic traits that I feel like they have potential to build and they have potential to destroy. And it's weird that these are toxic traits, but they are literally building blocks to a better future, you know? Tell me what you think about my intro, guys. Tell me where you think I should be improving, and also what other areas of my channel do you think that need improvement, I should be improving on. I'm more than ready to listen to you, because I am the one who is inviting you, saying, give me your opinion, then I will take it. If in the comment section you say, focus on the women's conference, leave other things, I will do it. Okay, maybe I won't do it, but I won't come for you for asking or for advising, because I gave you the right to tell me what to do. You get? Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next upload. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comments, and share. I love you. God bless you. Mwah.